gorgeous images bouncing off one another and lighting off moments of juxtapositional relevance and connection that very much delighted me. The sweeping score with elements of those technical beeps and pings was really interesting in creating like the human tech world juxtaposed with the natural world evolving. And we also got kind of natural elements and delicacy in the score as well, which was lovely. Each image was well centered in its interplay with the score, and also with the previous and then following images. I felt like they really bounced off one another and seemed quite intentional. Um, I think there was order in the chaos, but then also not the need to explain the chaos. Perhaps the order just came from me allowing it to kind of wash over me.
It says so much without really saying anything at all. And by showing these different images, we are given the freedom to make connections. And if you're watching it, I think it's pretty clear what those are. Our how our lives have been organized and set up, and the way in which we um, contribute to uh, the state of the world ecologically, and how our lifestyle and our actions have a direct impact on climate change and pollution and water and all of these different things. Like, we are not separate from any of these things. If anything, we are the direct cause of it, humanity. So, yeah, it's a really powerful film that on its face kind of just looks like, okay, it's pictures of like pollution and like overpopulation and all of these types of things. But there is a meaning underneath that is very powerful and very true.
It consists of video footage around the world, notably of floods, fires, melting icebergs, and many industrial smokestacks belching into the air. It cleverly contrasts with other footage of solar panels, windmills, and people of all ages marching to save the planet. Other images were also effective, such as endless traffic day and night, and the oil drilling that allows for this, shot from many angles. I appreciate how the film lets you make your own connections between human activity and the plight of the natural world. What also sets this film apart is the awesome orchestral and synth score, so passionate and urgent.
This was really beautifully done in getting a message across in a way without using any words. Images and the music that they chose with it. The music was absolutely perfect, and the images that they chose, the footage that they used, definitely elicited emotions while you were watching it. I thought that they did a fantastic job.
I thought this was a masterclass in the idea of the cool show effect about like trusting the audience to infer the meaning that you mean that you intend with by just cutting from one thing to another and like letting the audience figure it out and being intentionally ambiguous. I think um, this was a masterclass in how to do that. Like the editing really brought it together. Like the idea of like cutting from the highway to the forest fire, back to the highway, back to the forest fire, and like letting us like piece it together and leaving it ambiguous to where different people can come up with different meanings.
It just basically gave you a current snapshot of nature in the world, of the state of the world is itself, essentially, between, you had nature, but you also had fires, you also had some good things where you would see, like, the wind turbines and, trying to harness, wind as an alternative energy source, but then right after that, you saw, these big plants that are giving off pollution, and it was just like a snapshot of the state of the world from, tides and flooding and, traffic, and you just got all of these different kind of pieces of it, and it flowed from one thing to the next to the next to the next, and I thought it was really beautiful. I thought it was really upfront, it was really blunt, it was really in your face, and I think that can be a really good thing of, um, capturing somebody's attention and really shining a light on this is what the world looks like.
Really captivating visuals and footage edited together to kind of show the story of our planet, both positive and negative, in a really beautiful and thought provoking way visually. Definitely a must watch.